the Backyard Ufologist. Yay!
Big frackin' deal.
Hey, shut up, soul.
Resistance is futile.
Hello there.
I've never seen anything like it.
Hokey smoke before we go up!
Hot diggity! Hello everybody, this is David, the Backyard Ufologist. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I have a special guest host today, my significant other, my partner, my everything, Allie!
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in.
Finally, I got her on camera. She's on vacation this week, so that's why I've been kind of out of social media and stuff, doing things around the house and going and doing things with her. And she just had a birthday, a year older, and she is
58, guys. Hey.
58, yeah.
Thank the good Lord for another year, that's for sure.
Yes, and we do appreciate everybody that was given the happy birthdays. We do appreciate it. Hey, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and give a thumbs up. And most of all, let us know what you think you are seeing. Give your opinion on some of these things, because I know you see something totally different sometime, or see more than I do. I know she does. When she watches it, she'll point things out, and I go, how did I miss that? But yeah, it's some really crazy stuff going on around here, and even in the house, and I'm sure she could tell some stories. I'm not going to put you on the spot. If you want to say a story that happened, I mean, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to, so that's up to you.
The only thing I can think of is we have 3 cats. We're animal lovers, and there's one Shadow, our black and white kitty, they're all rescues, just has a strange attachment to me. But in the bedroom, he will stand at the corner of the bedroom and just howl at the corner, acting like he's talking to something, some being, and then dart across the room over into the other corner, and just none of the other cats do it but him. So I think he is possibly speaking to some feline beings on the other side of the veil. I don't know, but we do clearings all the time, but it's just this one kitty cat that we have. But I tell you, in the middle of the night, it can be a bit scary. But anyway, that's my
I can
story.
second that. Yeah, it wakes me up. I've been trying to record it. When I turn the light on, you can't see anything. It's pitch black in there when he's doing it. And when I turn the light on, it's over with. He quits. They go away. I don't know what happens. But it's the northeast part of the house. So in the corner, some kind of portal vortex there. He's been doing it for years. A lot of activity in that bedroom for sure. And when my mother-in-law comes to stay, she goes, I don't know what it is about your house, but I'll tell you, it's haunted. She's had some things happen there. And she's 90 years old, right? 90 or 91?
She was 91 in April.
91, wow. Yeah, and she's blessed. She's so much fun. I've been knowing her for many years, and we've had a lot of fun. And she says, I'm ready for the ghost, because she knows it's going to be there. She's had a lot of stuff. Hopefully, maybe one day I can get her recorded and tell some of her stories, also what goes on around here. She closes the door and the animals don't go in. She's in there by herself, and they can't get in that room. So a lot of stories. She hears people talking. Things have moved around, and yeah, hopefully I can get her own record on that and record her over the phone or something. Maybe she'll give the story. That would be a lot of fun. Hey, the store is open. If you go to ctghostchasers.com, that's ctghostchasers.com, there's a link that takes you to my Teespring storefront. I don't qualify yet for YouTube. I am trying. Hopefully we'll get our store shelf up here before long. We need you to watch our videos. We need some watch time. We got about 1,300 more hours to go before we even get monetized. So if I make a little money to put back into the channel, that would help me very much. It'd help us very much. So one-man show here, and everything's out of pocket. So if you'd like to make a donation, I have PayPal and Patreon. All the information is in the description box below, and we do appreciate it very much. And if you can't do that and you'd like to support us, just support us by watching our videos, subscribing, and sharing. I do appreciate it very much. Is there anything else you would like to share, Allie?
No, just can't. The only other thing, honey, is I just can't get that awful wreck out of my mind that we heard the other night. That
yeah, we had a guy on a motorcycle. We found out he was 27 years old.
Yeah, God took that soul a little bit too soon. We still don't know what happened, but I heard it happen, and I can only imagine when people see things and hear things, they just play over in your mind. But I don't want to say the name. We did find out who it was, but too young. But just can't get the sound and the noise out of my head because I heard it happen. So, at any rate, life is precious, short and sweet. So
yeah, that's another thing I want to talk about. It is rough out there right now. I mean, if you go out to any store, any place, and have to stand in line, I mean, these people are ready to fight you on the position in line. You know what I mean? Because you got to distance 6 feet. Are you in line? Yeah, it's back here. I was in line the other day, or was it yesterday, and we were at the Dollar Tree or something. And this guy, I go, "Are you open?" He just opened. He didn't have his light on, so I came up, and this guy says, "Hey, man, we've been waiting." And I said, "Well, okay, go right ahead then, if you need to go." I went up and asked, "Why didn't you ask him, if he was open?" He was standing there without the light on. But anyway, yeah, people are getting angry about stuff, so they got a short fuse. Make sure that you just let it go. Don't react to their behavior. Life is way too short. I mean, you can leave that place and, you can die. I mean, that's just the way it is. Just be mindful of that. Life is
love and light, love and light.
And life is precious, and it's very short. So stop, think, and choose, and you may regret it. I do believe there's a life after death, and that's for sure. She'll be back here after we get finished for some closing words, but right now let's go ahead, and you can help me here with the show. That's great. And tell me what you think you see. Here we go. Okay, here's our first picture of the show. And Allie, as you can see here, it's the backyard with the big pine tree. And I saw a little something right here. This might be the sky, because this is like 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, something like that. And Tom, our old cat, is buried right there where that tree is. And I was bringing this up. What do you think that looks like to you right there?
Almost looks like a cat jumping.
Yeah, I know. And it's up in the air, and you can see the eye here, the two ears, the mouth, and it kind of looks like old Tom, but it could be, I don't know. But yeah, I saw that right there. And here's the big pine tree, and this is the tree right here where he's buried under. And wanted to share that, and I tried to do a close-up, and that's about as close as I could get it. But that looks like him. I don't know. It could be. Who knows? But I wanted to share that. And I believe this is something that I want you to look at and tell me what you think that is. Do you see what I see? I tell you what I see. I see a cat.
Yeah, I see the ears.
You see the ears? Okay, the ear here. And there's something here in the way. I think these are dimensions, overlapping dimensions. There's a little entity there with two eyes and a nose and a mouth right there. But this is an eye, nose, and a mouth, and you can kind of see the whiskers right here and the jaw. Or it could be his mouth is open right there. It's a big cat. it looks like the mouth is open to me, is what I think it is. And wanted to show that one. I don't know, this is something up there flying. Now the lightning bugs are out, and they're usually way up high, and they are yellow. They're coming up yellow in the infrared. It's really cool. So I know when it is a lightning bug. And they're up high. They're not low here where we are for some reason. And you can see the sun is coming up in the east right there. Now this is a bug. Now this is what a bug looks like, and you can really tell. You can see the antenna, and the feet right there, legs, and the wings right there, the double wings. You agree that's a bug, right?
That's a bug.
Yeah, okay. Now, I was doing this one right here and looking down here. Do you think that's a bug, or is that a fairy? You see right here, the two wings right here, and it looks like a head. Yeah, I don't know, that might be antenna. But it looks like a legs up and a legs down right there. Kind of looks like a fairy to me.
Can't call that one.
Can't call that one. It's too close, yeah. But it looks like a fairy to me, kind of. I don't know. It could be. I don't know. We catch some good ones every once in a while. And up here, some stuff flying around. I can't really make it out what it is. And we got a couple of orbs. And I see a face right here, eye, nose, and there's a mouth. But like I said, these are dimensions, overlapping dimensions. There's something in front of his mouth that looks like right there, like another entity. See right there with two eyes, nose, and a mouth. And up here is one eye, nose, and a mouth right there. Here's a little ET with the dark eyes. This looks like your classic gray alien right there. And this is a half of a kitty cat right here. See the ear right here, the eye, the nose, and the mouth right there, and then it's covered up by this other dimension. You see that? You see how that works?
I see so many things.
Yeah, so many things in there, but you can really see right here the two eyes, nose, and the mouth, and a lot of them look feline-ish to me, they really do. And here's something up here. Let's just see. I didn't even look at this one yet, Alley girl. Let's see. Yeah, right here. Now, see, there's two entities right here. Here's one eye, nose, and a mouth. And if you look over here, here's an eye. Now, his other eye is hidden by this eye. This guy's leaning over, and you can see his mouth right here. There's a half of another guy right there, or a cat, or a feline, or something. And you can just see these are all entities overlapping dimensions right here, with all these faces looking in. Isn't that wild? Other dimensions. I really do believe that. So I wanted to share that. And then here's another one. We have a lot of bugs out now. So these could be bugs, but this looks like a wing of one of what we used to call a moth or a candle fly down south. But when I saw the way it was shaped right here, it's kind of weird looking, isn't it, to you? What do you think that is, Allie?
I don't know if that's
What's your
a
opinion?
bug or a ship. I'm not quite sure.
Could it be a small ship? Maybe we are the giants. I always say that. And we could be, but I don't know. I don't know. It could be some kind of bug. But I didn't want to show it. It's only one bug out, bug out. A little something right in there. But we get this in the winter time too. So, and that's what it looked like before I put the contrast to it and the brightness. But anyway, let's move on here. Here's a big orb right here. Now, I was looking at this. This is really weird. When I look out on the big scale, it looks like an eye, nose, and a mouth, and ears. It looks like it could be a dog, a big dog. But then I get to look into it a little bit closer. It looks like different kind of entities all in here. Like out here on the bottom, there's an eye, nose, and a mouth, and a kind of a twisted chin right there. And there's something going on here. There's a face here. See the face right here? The two eyes, nose, and the mouth. And there's an ear here. His other ear is covered up by something standing in front of him. I don't know what these little chevron things are right there. But it looks like a dress right here and a lady right there holding something. I see that a lot. And these are just dimensions, overlapping dimensions. That's what I was catching out there the other night. And I don't know what it was. but it sure is weird. You know, you can look and see all this. It looks like a lion almost. The two eyes and the nose, how it comes down like a feline nose. We have a lot of felines. We asked them to come and help protect us because they were always the ancient protectors. And they show up at East Eddy Ranch at James Gillian's place also. In old paintings in India, they were always sitting on the throne with lots of food and people around. Protectors of the kings, the emperors, the princes, and the princesses. So you can look that up and see that. So these cats are majestic. And there's something to that. And we use 1 John 4:1-4 always. We are seeing part of the veil uncovered here. With the Hammonasset Ley Line running through here. You can see that guy pretty good right there. And there's one right here with a bird-like nose. We see a lot of bird people. You see that in Egypt. I mean, they're even painted on the walls there. You remember that one I called? It was ectoplasm about 4 shows ago. You can look that up. And it had a beak and a big collar around it and was walking down the where the vortex is right there in our driveway. It's really crazy. But wanted to show that. And let's move on here. I have a lot of these flying around. So I don't know. Maybe these are bugs. But they sure look weird, don't they? I don't know what that is. It's a lot of energy right in the middle. And these things, you know, are sticking up. I don't know. Maybe these are the wings and this is the legs. I don't know. But I wanted to show it just for historical record. It's up there flying by itself, you know, and that sure is up high. That's pretty big, whatever it is. You know, I don't think it's a bird. It was too dark. It's not a bat. You can tell that. So it looks like something's turned around and looking at us. See the eye, nose, and the smile right there? I see that. You know, you want to call it pareidolia. Okay. You know, that's cool. I can understand that. And I'm not saying it's anything, but I'm just saying it sure is weird. It surely is. Okay. This is the fairy circle my alley girl right here made back so many years ago. And here is a orb in the middle. Now, I see like a rabbit almost. Like these are ears right here and 2 eyes, nose, and here's the face and the mouth. But that's what it looked like at first. But if you look, these are 2 people, 2 entities right here. You can see there's 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth, and it looks like they got a beard going. 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth there with really long hair. It could be a female also. You got a guy right here coming through. Look at this guy down here. And one above him, 2 eyes and the nose right there. You can see. It's just, like I was saying, these were just a night where dimensions were overlapping dimensions, and it was just really, I don't know what the frequency was on the human resident. I try to monitor that. Candace Lightfoot does that, and she really explains it on Facebook, and she's really good at it. She tells you what to expect, and I'll have to look that up. I should have. That's my bad. But anyway, you got an entity here. There's an entity right there you can barely see. And look at the energy, the field coming off of this sucker. Well, we could run this air conditioner that you hear in the background. It is hot. We got to run it. We just had to. I know it's very loud, but and we could run that sucker, man, all summer with this power right here in this orb. But you can see these are little rings right here. I do believe this one that's showing up is some kind of other dimension. And then when you see another one, it's another dimension, and this is how they lap over each other. You can see somebody standing right here. You can see a face. You can see a face right here, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth, and the 2 ears right there. You can see it right here, 2 eyes and 2 more eyes, or these could be ears, and it goes down, you see, and then a guy over here, 2 eyes, there's his forehead, his nose, his chin, and mouth right there. So a lot going on. Here's one right here.
I see feline being over feline being over feline being in that one.
They come around a lot. They are the protectors. And James Gillian, he has videos where, you know, things appear at his place. He's been there so long, and, you know, he's guided it to be a very spiritual, positive place and he said he could be walking, and all of a sudden one of these feline beings will appear right next to him walking. He has a lot of things happen he don't even want to talk about. He won't talk about, but every once in a while he'll bring it up. I had one come and appear to me, and I'm having some things appear to me here too that I've captured and I've showed you, and we'll put all that together maybe in a little documentary before long. As we keep going, man, I've got a lot of material. I can make one and show you some of the things that are out there that are showing up. That colonial guy, how about that, man? He was riding something with somebody riding next to him. You can see that. That was about 5 videos ago. And it's a lot of ectoplasm that comes around here. The Hammonasset Ley Line running right through there. It crisscrosses, and we're kind of like in the triangle, and we're about a mile from the water. You can see the drone footage on my channel also, the list of videos. It shows what we look like from about 400 feet up in the sky above us. It's really wild. A lot of UFOs come through here too. They follow that line. She said it last night. She goes, it seems like they follow a line. And I go, yeah, it's the Hammonasset Ley Line. That's for sure. That's what's going on. And to close the program today, I have a video, and it's a kind of a short one. It's what I've been catching out there. I haven't had any communication yet. I'm going to get my laser is on its way. The last I heard, it was in Arizona, coming from China and Hong Kong, actually. And should be here any time now by FedEx. So when I can shoot the laser up at these objects, maybe they will get their attention. And I do try to meditate and talk to them subconsciously, but they really follow this line like the airplanes do over airports. They could be 30,000 feet high, but they still go over the airports. It's really wild how that they follow that line. But these do the same thing. They follow that Earth energy line. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and show you. There's no sound. I took the sound off because I'm asking it to power up, and you can hear all this stuff. Still haven't learned to use this camera that well yet, but I'm getting there. And look at it. It's blinking. It's it's changing colors, and it did power up a little bit, but not like it usually does when they talk to me. It looks like he's on his way somewhere, and that is coming from the north, I would say northwest, and it's going southeast is where it's headed. And that's a line that they usually follow right there, and from north to south always. And they could be a little bit more over here going this way, back and forth. But you can see I followed him all the way until he was out of sight. A lot of activity. I just got to get out there. It's just it's just I've got a life, and I'm doing things here. And it was her birthday, my birthday coming up, the 4th of July coming up, and my daughter's birthday. So it's just been really kind of busy around here. I'm going to get caught up, and I'm going to get out there and sit on the deck, and got my catnip all around to keep me protected from the mosquitoes, and we'll be doing all of that. Well, that was the show today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, bringing it to you with my guest host, Allie Girl, my feline being here.
A little camera shy, but yes, guys, thanks for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. Support his channel. He's doing an amazing job, and we love y'all. Love and light.
Thank you so much for being on the show, Allie. I do appreciate it. I know it took a lot to get her on here. I wish I could have her on more, because she's good looking, she's hot, and she's a really nice girl. She really is. She's really changed my life. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for her, that's for sure. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. We lived together.
Right back at you.
Well, right back at you too. Yeah. We lived together before we got married. I wasn't going to get married, yeah, but she really broke my resistance down. But it's the smartest thing I ever did, that's for sure. I thank you for being on the show. Everybody, please do subscribe, like, comment, and leave a thumbs up and your comments on what you think that you're seeing also, if you agree with us, disagree, and tell us what you think you are seeing. I do love to hear from that. Unless you're some scientist that I go, it's moisture, it's dust, not every time, and not with entities in it. I know I get going on this, but I had a couple of scientists say, oh, it's water, it's moisture, you know, with these alien looking things in there. What are those? I don't know. You don't know what it is. I said, would you like to get online and, you know, debate me? And usually they block me after that. They don't want to get on the air and talk about it. So I don't know why, but that's just the way it is, I guess. Well, anyway, I appreciate everybody joining me. Hello to everybody on social media. I'll be back soon. And if you miss me, you probably don't even miss me, but we miss you. So we'll be seeing you very soon. We'll have another show in a couple of days. This is David with Allie, the Backyard Ufologist. How would you say that as a girl?
S.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway. She's got it. She's a wordsmith for sure. And we'll see you back here in a couple of days. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
The Force will be with you.